Here's check on stories we're following for you on Robin Hood Radio. Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont says Connecticut is the fourth most infected state per capita in the nation. The number of confirmed cases stood at over $3,100 by Tuesday afternoon, according to the governor. 69 deaths were also reported. There were an additional 17 deaths that had been reported to the state medical examiner. The total number of deaths as of Tuesday afternoon stood at that number of 69. There are 608 patients currently hospitalized with COVID-19, and 15,600 have been tested for coronavirus. The state also announced a 90-day grace period for mortgage payments for anybody impacted by COVID-19 related diseases. In Dutchess County, the city and town of Poughkeepsie has seen roughly a quarter of the coronavirus cases around Dutchess County. About 14% of all the cases across the county have required hospitalization. 9 patients have recovered and are no longer symptomatic. You can find out how many cases in each town there are. There is a community impact dashboard now developed by Dutchess County. The dashboard compiles information from the Dutchess County Department of Behavioral and Community Health and the Dutchess County Department of Emergency Response. The dashboard listed 396 confirmed cases in the county, with only 384 active cases as of noon on Monday. Of those confirmed cases, there were 56 hospitalizations and 3 deaths. More than 2,300 tests for the coronavirus had been administered in Dutchess County. But, and there's a big but here, the totals shared on the dashboard have been different than those shared by Governor Cuomo's office during his daily briefing. The daily briefing on Tuesday, according to the state, Dutchess had 484 cases, an increase of 92 from Monday. Previously, the county had declined to identify where individuals with confirmed cases were from, citing their privacy. Now, as of 3:30 yesterday afternoon, Columbia County had 41 positive cases of COVID-19. 6 of the positive cases are hospitalized. 4 of those are in ICU. Also, they've received 371 test results completed for Columbia County residents. There are 68 under mandatory quarantine, 18 under precautionary quarantine. There are 9 residents with suspected but not tested cases. It may be confusing to compare the numbers that are reported to the numbers reported by the New York State Department of Health and other news platforms. Suspecting the discrepancy will come from dual home ownership. While they get results on people who report having addresses in Columbia County, they also may be people with more than one address, and the state attributes their results to other addresses, likely downstate. The report from Columbia County are cases that Columbia County is monitoring and the homes they visit to ensure compliance with isolation and quarantine. New York State schools will cancel their spring recess as the state requires remote learning continues. Many school districts are canceling plans to observe spring recess as an executive order from Governor Cuomo requires that remote teaching continue through April 14th, including on religious holidays. Districts that do not offer instruction on all weekdays through the date, including vacation days, could lose state aid, a pressing concern at a time when Cuomo is already warning of aid cuts. In Massachusetts, Governor Charlie Baker yesterday announced the extension of the state's stay-at-home advisory and mandatory closure of non-essential business through May 4th. Quoting Baker, this order also extends to the 10-person limit on social gatherings until May 4th as well, end quote. The original advisory took effect March 24th and was scheduled to expire April 7th. That instructed all residents except for employees of essential business to stay home, with an exception for excursions to get needed items such as groceries or medicine. Quoting Baker, I want everybody to know we appreciate the huge impact on the economy and our daily lives, but these decisions have and they have not been made lightly, end quote. The announcement came a few days after Donald Trump extended federal social distancing guidelines until the end of April. The governor urged residents to respect the guidance and play their part in order to protect public health and help officials limit the surge of cases that is expected to come around mid-April. As Dutchess County continues to respond to the ongoing crisis, County Executive Mark Molinaro will host a second live countywide telephone town hall meeting. That is coming up tomorrow at 5:30 in the evening. During that call, which will also be streamed live on the county's Facebook page, Molinaro will provide a brief overview of the current coronavirus situation in Dutchess County and will then answer questions from residents. The county executive said, quote, "We will host the second live telephone town hall to help keep our community connected acted during these uncertain and unique times. Having a reliable, vetted information source is critically important in an emergency. I encourage all Dutchess County residents to call in tomorrow starting at 5:30 to hear updates on the current situation and how our new hashtag Dutchess Responds initiative is helping and have your questions answered. When the telephone town hall meeting begins, an automated system will dial residents' homes. If you receive a call at your house, you can simply join the telephone town hall by staying on the line. Participants can choose to listen to the meeting or can ask questions. If you wish to ask a question, just follow the directions given. If you do not receive a call or would like to dial into the telephone town hall meeting from your cell phone or other location, the toll-free number is 845-765-7121. The meeting will last until approximately 6:30. Residents are encouraged to listen to the telephone town hall meeting for the duration, but can exit the meeting at any time by just simply hanging up their telephone. Out of Massachusetts, Jacob's Pillow Dance Festival has canceled their season amid virus fears. In the Berkshire Eagle, the story goes on to say there will be no dance at Beckett this summer for the first time in its 88-year history. The dance festival canceling the entire season June 24th through August 30th, along with the annual gala June 20th. Legoland in Goshen, New York, has announced it will delay its opening until 2021 due to the spread of the coronavirus. The amusement park was set to open in July. That move, the company said, is consistent with guidance for the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and evolving restrictions of state and local governments in response to the coronavirus pandemic. New York has banned all non-essential business and construction and all gatherings of more than 10 people. The American Red Cross is holding a blood drive because they have an urgent need for blood at the Congregational Church in Salisbury in the Meeting Hall, 30 Main Street in Salisbury on Thursday, April 2nd, in between 1 and 6 p.m. To schedule an appointment, call 1-800-RED-CROSS, 1-800-733-2767, or online, redcrossblood.org. Use the sponsor code 262A. And beginning this Sunday, April 5th, Le Bon's will be closing in Salisbury on Sundays until further notice. They're closing on Sundays beginning this Sunday to give people a day off and a day of relaxation. That is, this Sunday, April 1st, Le Bon's will be closed and closed on Sundays. From there on, it'll be open the rest of the week, Monday through Saturday. Our business brief is underwritten by Morgans at the Interlaken, interlakenin.com. and underwritten by Salisbury Bank, salisburybank.com. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was down 410 points, 21,917.16. The Nasdaq starts off the day at 7,700.10, and the S&P 500 at 2584.59. We'll take a look at the tri-state forecast. That'll come your way in just a few moments.